Hello, and welcome to Super English Talks. I am very happy that you're here with me today. If this is your first time listening, thank you for joining. If you have listened before, welcome back. This podcast is a place where we learn English and talk about useful and interesting ideas. So if you want to improve your English listening and speaking and learn something helpful for your life at the same time, you are in the right place. Let me take you into a quiet morning, a soft and gentle morning, the kind of morning when the sun is slow, the air is calm, and the world feels half asleep. And in this quiet world, our story begins with a small sound, a sound so simple, so normal, that most people would ignore it. But for this story, for this lesson, for this practice, that small sound is the first door to a new world of English. It is the sound of a broom falling on the floor. You might smile and think, a broom? Really? But yes, I want to start with something small, something familiar, because learning English is not only about big ideas and long words. It is about the simple things we see every day. It is about the things in our homes, the things in our hands, the things we touch, wash, fold, clean, and move. When we learn the English of our daily life, we learn the English we can use anywhere. And that is what we do here together today. So let us begin. It is 6:30 in the morning, and our main character for today, a friendly young man named Leo, is waking up slowly in his small apartment. His room is warm, the blanket is heavy, and his eyes feel a little sleepy. But he knows he must get up because today is chore day. A day of cleaning. A day of housework. A day when everything must be washed, wiped, and put back in its place. Leo does not love chores, but he does not hate them either. He just thinks, okay, let's do it. Nothing special. Nothing dramatic. Just normal life. Leo stands up, stretches his arms, and walks into the kitchen. The kitchen is small. The floor is cool. The window is open a little, and a soft breeze enters the room. Leo likes mornings like this, quiet and slow. He looks around and sees a few things that need attention. The sink has dishes from last night. The counter has crumbs from breakfast yesterday. One chair is not in the right place. It is nothing big, nothing difficult, but it is still work. Then, suddenly, clunk, Leo hears the broom fall. It was leaning against the wall, and now it is lying on the floor like a tired old man. Leo sighs and laughs a little. All right, he says in a soft, sleepy voice. I get it. Time to start. He picks up the broom and feels the new day open like a book in front of him. And just like you, he begins with small steps. This is where our English practice begins too. Because in this story, the chores are not only chores, they are practice. They are lessons. They are chances to hear and speak simple daily English. And every action we talk about today is an action you can use in your real life. Every phrase is something you can say at home, at work, or in a casual conversation with someone. This is simple English, natural English, the English of everyday life. Leo walks to the sink, looks at the dishes, and smiles. Let's start with you, he says. He turns on the tap. Water runs. Warm water. The kind of water that makes dishwashing feel a little nicer. He washes each plate slowly, feeling the soap, feeling the smooth surface. He is not rushing. He is taking his time. And as he washes, he talks to himself in simple English. It is something he does often because he believes it helps him think more clearly. I am washing the dishes, he says. I am cleaning the cups. I am rinsing the forks. I am putting everything on the rack to dry. These simple sentences help him stay focused, but they also help him learn. And maybe as you listen, you say them too. Try it. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Simple English is beautiful when spoken with confidence. When the dishes are clean, Leo wipes his hands and looks around the kitchen. It is not perfect yet, but it already feels a little better. He moves to the counter and picks up a cloth. The cloth is soft, a little wet, perfect for wiping surfaces. He wipes slowly. He moves the cloth in circles. He wipes the crumbs. He wipes the dust. He wipes the sticky spots where something spilled yesterday. And as he wipes, he thinks, this is easy. This is peaceful. Sometimes, cleaning feels like meditation. It makes your mind quiet. Your thoughts slow down. And maybe you feel that too as you listen. The soft rhythm of wiping, washing, sweeping, these small actions make the world feel calm for a little moment. Leo finishes wiping and takes a small breath. Good, he says. Kitchen almost done. But then he looks down and sees, oh yes, the floor. The floor is not dirty, but it has a few crumbs and little dust. Nothing terrible. But Leo knows what must be done. He picks up the broom again, holding it like a partner in a slow dance. And he starts sweeping the floor. Soft, slow, quiet sounds. The broom moves across the tiles. Back and forth. Left and right. Light and easy. He gathers everything into one small pile. Okay, he says. Good, good. Then he gets the dustpan. That small plastic friend that helps you finish the job. He sweeps the little pile into the dustpan, stands up, and throws everything into the trash. And then, something interesting happens. Leo stands still for a moment. He looks around the kitchen again. And suddenly, he feels something small but real, a little pride. A sense of order. A feeling that the morning is now lighter. Small chores can do that. They can change the energy of a whole day. He says softly, nice. This feels good. And maybe you know this feeling too. When your room is clean, your mind feels clean. When your space is peaceful, your heart becomes peaceful. Sometimes the smallest chores can give us the biggest feeling of calm. Leo walks toward the living room. The living room is also a bit messy. A blanket on the sofa, a few books on the table, a plant that needs water, and some dust on the TV stand. He smiles again. One room at a time, he says. But before he starts, he stops near the window. Outside, he sees the street waking up. A woman walking her dog. A child riding a small bike. A man carrying a bag of groceries. Life is moving. And somehow, this simple view gives Leo energy. He says, okay, let's clean. He starts by picking up the blanket from the sofa. The blanket is soft and warm, but it looks messy. So he folds it slowly. One corner, then the other. A soft pause. Then he places it neatly on the arm of the sofa. Now the room already looks more organized. Next, he picks up the books from the table. A small novel. A magazine. A notebook. He stacks them together and puts them on the shelf. Simple action. Simple English. You can say it with me. I am putting the books away. Try it slowly. Now Leo looks at the plant. A small green plant with big leaves. The leaves look a little dry. He touches the soil with his finger and says, you need water. So he gets a small cup, fills it with water, and pours it gently into the pot. The plant seems to smile. Then he gets a cloth again and starts wiping the dust from the table. Wipe, wipe, wipe. A slow dance between cloth and wood. He wipes the TV stand too, where dust loves to stay. And when he finishes, he steps back and looks at his work. The room feels bright, clean, fresh. But Leo is not done yet. He still needs to vacuum the carpet. So he takes the vacuum cleaner from the closet. It is a little loud, but it does its job well. He plugs it in, turns it on, and starts vacuuming slowly. The soft noise fills the room as he moves the vacuum back and forth. It feels like he is painting the carpet with clean strokes. When he finishes, he turns off the vacuum and sighs with soft satisfaction. Nice. Very nice. Leo sits on the sofa for a moment. He drinks a glass of water. He feels warm, a little tired, but happy. And he says something simple but true. Doing chores is work, but it feels good when you finish. And maybe you agree. Maybe you know that small joy of a clean room, a clean home, a clean mind. Maybe you feel it now as you listen. This is why our story today is about chores. Because chores are not only chores, they are moments. They are lessons. They are small journeys in our day. And in each small journey, there is a little English we can learn. Leo stands up again. He knows the next part of the house is waiting, the bathroom. And bathrooms are always a little tricky. But he smiles and walks there, ready for the next challenge of the morning. But before we follow him, before we enter that new part of the story, take a moment here with me. Breathe. Relax. Listen to the simple English you have heard so far. Let it stay with you. Let it grow inside you. Because this is just the beginning. And our journey through English, through simple home life, through daily chores, is going to take us deeper, step by step, story by story. The bathroom is quiet when Leo walks in, and the air inside is cool, almost a little cold. There is something about bathrooms that always feels different from the rest of the house. Maybe it's the tiles, maybe it's the echo, or maybe it is the way water lives here in the sink, in the shower, in the pipes behind the walls. When Leo steps inside, he feels the same thing every person feels when they look at their bathroom in the morning. Okay, this is going to take some work. He stands in front of the mirror and looks at his reflection. His hair is messy, but he laughs at himself. Not the best look, he says softly. Then he looks down at the sink. A few toothpaste marks. A little soap near the edge. A tiny bit of dust. Not much, but still enough to say, yes, this bathroom needs cleaning. Leo likes cleaning the bathroom because it feels like a real transformation. At first, everything looks a little dull, a little tired. But after cleaning, the room shines. It feels fresh, it feels new. Like magic, but simple magic. He starts with the sink. He turns on the tap and lets warm water run for a second. Then he takes a small sponge, puts some soap on it, and begins to scrub. Slow circles, soft movements. He scrubs the edges, the corners, the shiny metal around the tap. As he scrubs, he speaks to himself again in simple English, his favorite way to practice. I am cleaning the sink, he says quietly. I am washing the mirror next. I want everything to look clean. These simple sentences are like music to him. They help his mind stay focused. They help his English stay active. And maybe, as you listen, you also say the words in your head, or out loud. Both are good. Both help. When the sink looks shiny, he rinses it with water and wipes it dry with a clean cloth. Now it looks new, like it wants to smile back at him. Next is the mirror. Mirrors are tricky. If you use too much water, they get streaks. If you use too little, the spots stay. So Leo sprays just a little cleaning liquid on the glass and wipes slowly. Up and down. Side to side. Soft movements. Gentle strokes. And as he wipes, he sees his reflection getting clearer and clearer. At first a blur, then a fog, then bright eyes looking back at him. He smiles at himself. Good job, he tells his reflection. He steps back to check the mirror from different angles. Clean. Smooth. Clear. The kind of mirror that makes you feel organized inside. Then he moves to the shower area. Now this is the real challenge, he thinks. The shower always has soap marks on the glass and a little dust on the floor. But Leo is ready. He turns on the water first, letting the steam warm the air. Then he uses a soft brush and starts cleaning the tiles, one row at a time. He sings a little song while working. Something simple, something fun. Just a soft hum. Because cleaning feels easier when your heart sings even a little bit. And between the soft humming and the water sounds, he whispers more English sentences. I am scrubbing the tiles. I am cleaning the shower door. I am washing the floor. These small sentences are like small steps. Not big, not hard, but always moving forward. When the tiles are clean, he sprays the glass door. Soap, wipe, rinse. The dirt disappears. The soap marks fade. The glass becomes clear again. Leo looks through it and sees the bathroom with new eyes. Nice, he says proudly. Very nice. Now the last part of the bathroom, the toilet. Most people don't like cleaning the toilet, but Leo thinks differently. He thinks every part of the house is important. Every part deserves care. So he puts on plastic gloves and starts cleaning carefully, slowly, with respect. Because even simple chores deserve attention. He uses a brush, cleans the inside, wipes the outside, and makes sure everything is clean and fresh. And when he finishes, he steps back and says, "Okay. Good job, Leo." He takes off the gloves, washes his hands, and looks around the bathroom. Everything is shining. The sink is clean. The mirror is clear. The shower looks new. The floor looks fresh. The bathroom smells light and citrusy, a small smell of lemons from the cleaning spray. The room feels different now. And Leo feels different too. He feels light. He feels calm. He feels ready for the rest of the day. But just when he is about to leave the bathroom, something small catches his eye. A little towel hanging on the side looks a bit crooked. Not a big problem. But Leo likes things to look neat after cleaning. So he fixes the towel, straightens it, smooths it with his hands, and smiles. Perfect, he says. He turns off the bathroom light, closes the door gently, and steps into the hallway. The hallway is warm, and the smell from the bathroom follows him for a moment before fading into the quiet air of the house. Leo stretches his arms again, takes a deep breath, and walks toward the laundry room. Another part of the home. Another chore. Another lesson. Because the story is not finished. The English practice is not finished. And the day is not finished. When he enters the laundry room, he sees a small mountain of clothes waiting for him. Shirts, socks, towels, a pair of jeans, and a jacket. All mixed up in a little pile like they are having a small meeting. Leo laughs. Okay, friends, let's get to work. He kneels down and starts sorting the clothes. Whites with whites. Colors with colors. Towels in another pile. Socks in pairs if possible, although sometimes one sock likes to disappear. It's funny how socks have a secret life. One moment they are together, the next moment one is gone forever. As he sorts the clothes, he practices more English sentences. I am sorting the laundry. I need to wash the colors first. I will wash the towels later. Simple sentences. Simple actions. But they help him stay focused and calm. Leo puts the first load of laundry into the washing machine. He pours the detergent, closes the door, and pushes the button. The machine begins its hum. A soft but confident sound. Whir, whir, whir. The sound of work happening. While the laundry runs, Leo leans against the door frame and thinks about the day. He feels happy that he is doing the work step by step. Not rushing. Not pushing himself. Only moving calmly, naturally, with a good rhythm. Sometimes, doing chores is not about cleaning the house. Sometimes doing chores is about cleaning your mind, organizing your thoughts, creating peace inside your day. And maybe, somewhere inside you, you feel that too as you listen. Leo walks to the living room again and sits on the sofa for a moment. The room looks so clean now. Fresh air from the window. Soft sunlight touching the floor. The plant standing happily after getting water. The blanket folded neatly. The books organized. And Leo feels a soft, warm feeling in his chest. A feeling of small achievement. He says softly, home feels better when we take care of it. The washing machine finishes its cycle. Leo stands up again and walks back to the laundry room. He opens the machine door and feels the warm, clean smell of fresh clothes. He takes the clothes out and shakes them gently. Then he starts hanging them on the drying rack. One shirt, then another. A pair of jeans. A towel. Everything hangs like colorful flags in a quiet room. As he hangs the clothes, he practices more English sentences. I am hanging the clothes to dry. I am shaking the shirts. I am putting the socks together. Soft, simple, natural. And then something funny happens. As he hangs one of the socks, he sees the missing sock. The partner. The friend that disappeared earlier. Leo laughs and says, "There you are. I was looking for you." He puts the two socks together like a happy reunion. He finishes hanging the clothes and feels satisfied again. He touches each one lightly, making sure they are hanging straight. Then he steps back and looks at the drying rack. A colorful line of fresh clothes. A small but beautiful sight. He returns to the kitchen and pours himself a cup of warm tea. He holds the cup between his hands and stands quietly for a minute, listening to the house, feeling the peace, smelling the clean air. And then, with a soft voice, he says, "It's a good morning. But the day is not over. More chores are waiting. More stories. More English." And the next part of the house might be the most interesting one, the bedroom. Leo takes another sip of tea and smiles. "Okay," he says. "Let's continue." When Leo walks into his bedroom, he pauses for a moment at the door. Bedrooms carry a special kind of silence, a soft silence that feels almost like a warm hug. The curtains move slowly with the breeze, the sunlight falls gently on the bed, and the whole room feels calm, like a quiet friend waiting patiently. But of course, even quiet friends need a little help sometimes. Leo looks around. The bed is not made. The pillows are everywhere. The nightstand has a cup from last night. The floor has 2 shirts and a pair of socks somewhere under the chair. His desk has papers, a book, and his headphones sitting in the middle of everything, as if they said, "We don't care about order today." Leo laughs softly. "You guys had a wild night, he says to the pillows, to the shirts, to everything messy in the room. He steps inside and feels the cool wooden floor under his feet. Then he takes a slow, deep breath. "Let's do this," he says. He starts with the bed. Leo loves making the bed because it changes the whole room in a few seconds. He pulls the blanket straight, shakes it lightly, and spreads it across the mattress. Then he smooths it with his hands until there are no wrinkles left. He lifts the pillows, fluffs them like soft clouds, and places them neatly at the top of the bed. Suddenly, the room looks more organized, more peaceful, more ready. Leo smiles. "That's better." He walks to the nightstand and picks up the cup. "You need to go back to the kitchen," he says jokingly. He carries it out of the room and returns with empty hands. Then he wipes the nightstand with a small cloth. Soft strokes. Left to right. Up and down. The dust disappears. The wood shines. Next, he gathers the clothes on the floor. A shirt. Another shirt. A pair of socks. He folds the clean clothes and puts them in the closet. The dirty ones he places in the laundry basket. Simple actions. Simple English. And as always, he practices. I am folding my clothes. I am putting the dirty clothes in the basket. I am cleaning the floor. Leo's room starts to look fresh and light. But he is not done yet. He walks to the desk. The desk is where his mind lives books, notes, small ideas written on paper. But today it looks messy, confused, tired. Leo wants it to feel calm again. He picks up the papers and organizes them into a neat stack. Then he takes the book and puts it on the shelf. He places the pens in a small cup and the headphones on a hook near the wall. Now the desk feels open, clear, ready for new ideas. Then he wipes it with a dry cloth. The sound is soft, like brushing sand on the beach. He watches the dust disappear under his hand, and the desk becomes smooth and clean. He sits on the chair for a few seconds and looks around the bedroom again. The bed looks peaceful. The floor looks clean. The nightstand feels new. The desk feels ready. The whole room feels like a deep breath. Leo leans back in his chair and says quietly, "A clean room helps a clean mind." He stands up again. There is still one more part of the bedroom to clean, the closet. The closet is a wild place. Clothes, shoes, old things he forgot about, a photo album, a box full of memories. Everything lives in there like old roommates who never moved out. He opens the closet door slowly. And yes, it's messy. Shirts hanging sideways. A shoe lying on top of another shoe. A jacket half folded, half thrown. A small box sitting crooked on the shelf. Leo shakes his head and laughs. Okay, let's fix this. He starts by taking all the clothes out, one by one. He checks each shirt. Is it clean? Yes. Fold it. No. Put it in the laundry basket. He checks each pair of pants. He checks each towel. And he keeps smiling because the closet is full of surprises. He finds an old scarf he thought he lost. He finds a sock that does not match anything. He finds a small notebook with notes from a year ago. He sits on the floor for a moment and opens the notebook. Inside, he sees a list he wrote long ago. A list of goals. A list of dreams. Things he wanted to do. Things he wanted to learn. Things he wanted to change. He reads them slowly. Become more organized. Practice English every day. Learn to cook 3 new meals. Take care of my home. Keep my space clean. Leo smiles. I forgot about this list, he says softly. But I am doing it now. He closes the notebook gently, as if closing a small piece of his own heart, and puts it aside. Then he continues organizing the closet. He hangs the shirts neatly. He folds the pants carefully. He places the shoes in a straight line. He puts the scarf in a drawer. He places the notebook gently on the top shelf. Now the closet looks calm. Simple. Clean. Like a friendly space. Leo steps back and takes a deep breath. He likes this feeling, the feeling of finishing something. The feeling of giving attention to the small corners of life. He goes back to the center of the bedroom and stands there quietly. The room feels different now. The light feels different. The air feels different. Everything feels soft and peaceful. And inside Leo, something feels peaceful too, like a quiet river. He sits on the edge of his bed and lets the quiet fill him. Sometimes, cleaning is not only about the house. Sometimes cleaning is about the heart. The small actions of folding, wiping, organizing, they also organize the mind. Leo touches the blanket lightly and smiles. Thank you, room, he whispers with a warm voice. You feel nice now. He gets up and opens the window a little more. Fresh air enters the room. Cool air. Light air. The kind of air that makes you feel awake. Then he looks at the clock. It is almost noon. The morning has gone, and the afternoon is waiting. Leo stretches his arms, rolls his shoulders, and takes a small sip of water. Now there is one more big chore left, the kitchen floor. Not just sweeping, but mopping. And mopping, Leo knows, is a real workout. He walks to the cleaning closet and takes the mop and the small bucket. He fills the bucket with warm water and adds a few drops of soap. The water turns a soft, cloudy color. He dips the mop inside, lifts it, and squeezes it gently. The mop feels heavy but ready. He starts in the hallway. Long strokes. Slow movement. The sound of the mop moving across the floor is calming. Like soft waves on a beach. I am mopping the floor, he says gently. I am cleaning the hallway. I am almost done. As he moves, he feels something relaxing inside him. The rhythm of the mop. The warm smell of the soap. The brightness of the wet floor. Everything feels peaceful. He mops the living room next. Around the sofa. Under the table. Beside the plant. Then he moves to the kitchen. The kitchen floor is a little dirtier, but Leo is ready. He dips the mop again and continues. Left, right, forward, back. He moves slowly, like dancing. And the floor becomes clean, shiny, soft under the light. When he finishes, he stands the mop against the wall and looks at his work. The whole house looks fresh. The whole house smells clean. The whole house feels new. Leo walks slowly around his clean home, taking it all in. The kitchen, the living room, the bathroom, the bedroom, the hallway. Everything looks peaceful. He feels a warm happiness inside. A small happiness, but a real one. He returns to the bedroom, sits on his bed, and sighs softly. I did it, he says. I cleaned everything. But he knows this is not the end of the day. This is only the middle. And the afternoon has its own story. A different story. A softer story. A story not about chores, but about rest. Because after cleaning, after working, after giving so much energy, the body and mind need something else. They need stillness. They need quiet. They need a moment of simple relaxation. And that is where the next part of our story goes, into the afternoon, into rest, into simple, peaceful living. Leo lies back on his clean bed, closes his eyes for a moment, and lets the soft air kiss his face. Then he whispers, Okay, afternoon. I'm ready. The house is clean now, freshly cleaned from corner to corner, and Leo can feel the difference in the air. It is like the walls themselves are breathing quietly, softly, slowly. The whole home feels lighter, brighter, peaceful. And after a morning of moving, wiping, folding, sweeping, washing, and mopping, Leo finally allows himself to rest. He lies on his bed for a moment, not sleeping, not talking, not thinking too much. Just breathing. The window is open, and warm early afternoon sunlight enters the room. It sits gently on his face, soft like warm milk. Leo feels the simple pleasure of just being still. He whispers to himself, This feels good. Sometimes, after doing chores, the best part is not the clean house. The best part is the space you create inside your mind, the space where you can rest without feeling stressed or distracted. Leo opens his eyes slowly, sits up, and stretches his arms. His body feels warm and soft, like the morning work is slowly melting from his muscles. He gets up and walks quietly to the kitchen. The kitchen is bright. The counters shine. No dishes, no crumbs. Everything looks calm. Leo likes this feeling, walking into a clean kitchen. It makes the whole day feel easier. He pours himself another cup of warm tea. This time, he chooses a different tea, chamomile tea. Soft. Light. Perfect for the afternoon. He holds the warm cup with both hands and takes a small sip. The taste is gentle, like a quiet smile. Leo walks toward the living room and sits on the sofa. The sofa feels soft and cool. The blanket he folded earlier looks neat and comforting. The room feels peaceful. He takes a deep breath and lets it out slowly. His shoulders relax. His eyes grow soft. The whole world feels like it is slowing down. Then Leo decides to do one of his favorite things. He opens the window just a little more. Outside, the birds are singing. A distant dog barks softly. Leaves move with the wind. Life is gentle. Leo smiles. Such a nice afternoon, he says in a quiet, warm voice. He looks around and sees the plant he watered earlier. Its leaves look brighter now. Happier. Alive. He walks over to it and gently touches one of the leaves with his finger. You're doing well, he says to the plant softly. Keep growing. Then he laughs a little. I talk to plants now. Maybe I need more friends. But he is joking. Leo is happy with his own company. He enjoys quiet afternoons, moments alone, peaceful days at home. For him, these small moments are like gold, soft, warm, simple gold. He takes his tea back to the sofa and sits again. And as he sits, he looks at the bookshelf. There is a small book he loves. A book of short stories, written in simple English. Stories about everyday life. He stands, picks up the book, and sits down again, holding it gently like a small treasure. He turns the pages slowly, as if each page is a little window into another life. But then he stops. Something inside him says, "Wait. Not yet." Leo closes the book. He decides to do something else first, something simple, something relaxing. He stands up, walks to the speaker near the shelf, and turns on soft music. Calm music. Light music. Music that feels like water running in a quiet river. The sound fills the living room, fills the kitchen, fills the whole house with soft magic. Leo sits again and lets the music wash through him. He closes his eyes, not to sleep, but to feel everything more deeply: the sound, the light, the clean air, the peace. For a few minutes, he just sits there, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that is sometimes the hardest thing to do. But in these moments of nothingness, something opens inside him. A sense of calm. A sense of clarity. A sense of being alive in a simple, gentle way. Then, slowly, he opens his eyes again. He picks up the book and starts reading. His voice is soft and slow. Not loud, not quick. Just calm. He reads a small story about a man who wakes up early and drinks hot coffee while watching the sunrise. A simple story. A peaceful story. A story that feels like Leo's own morning. As he reads, he practices the pronunciation of each word. He reads aloud, because reading aloud helps him understand the rhythm of English. The flow. The music. He turns the pages slowly, enjoying each sentence. And maybe, as you listen, you imagine yourself doing the same, reading slowly, reading calmly, reading with care. After a few pages, Leo closes the book and places it gently on the coffee table. His tea is half finished. Still warm. Still comforting. He takes another sip. And another. The taste is soft and round, like a warm blanket for the tongue. Then he sees something on the sofa: his phone. He picks it up. A message from his friend Mia appears on the screen. "Mia, hi. What's up?" Leo smiles and replies. "Leo, hi. Just doing chores today. Everything clean now. What about you?" A few seconds later, Mia replies. "Mia, nice. I did my chores too. I cleaned my kitchen. It was a mess, haha." Leo laughs softly. He types. "Leo, yes, kitchens always get messy. I also cleaned my bathroom and bedroom. Took a long time." Mia replies. "Mia, wow, you did everything today. You deserve some rest." Leo smiles and puts the phone down. Mia is right. He does deserve rest. And he is taking it now. He places the phone on the table and leans back on the sofa, letting his head rest on the soft cushion. The music continues playing gently. The sunlight touches the floor, creating warm patches of gold. The plant stands quietly in the corner, breathing slowly like a living friend. Leo closes his eyes again. Not to sleep, just to feel life. He listens to the sounds of the house, the soft hum of the fridge, the faint sound of cars outside, the rustle of leaves from the open window. Life is still, yet full. After a few minutes, Leo stands up. He walks to the kitchen again, washes his cup, and places it gently in the cupboard. Such a small action. But even this small action feels peaceful. Because the day is calm. Then he goes to the balcony. His balcony is small, but it has 2 chairs and a small wooden table. The table has a tiny plant on it too, a cactus. A tiny one. Sharp but cute. Leo steps outside. The air is warm but fresh. A gentle wind touches his face. He sits on the balcony chair and rests his hands on his knees. From the fourth floor, he can see the street below, cars passing slowly, people walking, a small child running behind her mother, laughing loudly. Leo smiles. He loves watching people. Their movements, their expressions. The small stories happening everywhere. A man walks with a bag of groceries. An old woman carries a small plant home. Two students ride their bicycles, talking loudly. A bird lands on the balcony railing for a moment and then flies away. Life moves gently in front of Leo, and he watches quietly, like watching a soft movie. Then he remembers something: the laundry. The clothes he washed earlier should be dry by now. He stands up and walks inside. The laundry room is bright, and the clothes hanging on the rack move softly with the breeze. He touches one shirt. Dry. He touches another. Also dry. So he starts taking them down. He folds them slowly, carefully. Not rushing. Just enjoying the soft fabric in his hands. The shirts, the pants, the towels, everything smells clean. Light. Fresh. As he folds, he practices more English sentences in his head. I am folding my clothes. I am putting everything away. My home feels calm today. And as he says them softly, something inside him grows, a feeling of gentle clarity. He places the folded clothes on the bed and returns to the laundry room to pick up two socks still hanging. They look like they want to dance. Leo laughs and takes them off the rack. He folds the socks together. Another small action. Another small joy. Then he carries all the clean clothes to the closet and puts them where they belong. Shirts on the left. Pants on the right. Towels in the drawer. Everything in place. When he finishes, he turns around and looks at his room again. Clean. Quiet. Peaceful. Like a small world inside the big world. He steps to the window again. The sunlight is now softer, more golden. Afternoon is becoming evening. He whispers to himself, the day is moving very nicely. He walks back into the living room and stands in the center of his home. The floors are clean. The air smells fresh. Everything feels balanced. He stretches his arms again, long and slow. The afternoon is ending, but the evening has its own charm. And Leo knows the evening will bring another story, another moment, another simple part of his day. But before the evening comes, Leo sits on the sofa again, breathes deeply, and lets the calm stay with him a little longer. Because this day of chores, this day of cleaning, this day of small quiet joys is not only about the house. It is about peace. It is about care. It is about living simply and living fully. And Leo feels grateful for every step of it. He closes his eyes one more time, letting the warm, soft air of the clean home touch his skin. The afternoon slowly slides into evening, like the sky is changing its clothes. Leo stands near the window and watches the light soften. The bright yellow of afternoon becomes a deeper gold and then a warm orange. Long shadows appear on the floor, stretching like sleepy cats. Leo loves this time of day. The world becomes quieter, softer, slower. It feels like everything, even time itself, is taking a gentle breath. He whispers, "Evening, you are beautiful today." He walks to the kitchen and pours himself a glass of cool water. The glass feels cold in his hand, and the water feels fresh inside his mouth. He drinks slowly, enjoying every sip. Leo looks around the kitchen and sees something small. The trash bin is almost full. Not overflowing, but full enough that it needs attention. He smiles. Okay, one more chore, he says softly. He ties the trash bag carefully, lifts it slowly, and walks to the door. He steps outside, goes down the stairs, and throws the bag gently into the building's big trash container. The air outside is cooler now. A soft breeze touches his face. Someone nearby is cooking something that smells warm and comforting. Maybe soup, maybe rice, maybe something simple and homemade. Leo stands there for a moment, breathing in the evening air. He likes these small, ordinary moments. They feel real. They feel human. He goes back upstairs, enters his apartment, and closes the door quietly behind him. The soft music he played earlier is still playing, gentle piano notes floating in the air like little birds. Leo walks slowly into the living room. He looks at the sofa, the blanket, the table, the plant. Everything looks peaceful. Everything looks ready for the evening. He sits down and lets his back rest against the soft cushion. The room feels warmer now, more golden, more dreamy. Then he remembers something. He has one last small chore to do, cleaning the kitchen counter after dinner. But he hasn't made dinner yet. He laughs. Okay, Leo. It's dinner time. He walks to the kitchen and opens the fridge. Inside, he sees simple things. A few vegetables, eggs, a tomato, some bread, cheese, and a small container of leftover rice. He decides to make something easy, a vegetable omelet. Simple, warm, quick. He takes out a small pan and puts it on the stove. He cracks 2 eggs into a bowl, mixes them slowly with a fork, and adds a little salt. He cuts a tomato, a small piece of onion, and a bit of spinach. Simple vegetables. Easy to cook. Then he pours the egg mixture into the warm pan. The soft sssssss sound fills the kitchen. The smell of egg and vegetables feels comforting. Leo flips the omelet gently, with care, like he's holding something fragile. A few minutes later, his dinner is ready. He places the omelet on a plate and sits at the table. The warm dinner smells simple and perfect. As he eats, he closes his eyes for 1 second, enjoying the soft taste. The warm egg, the sweet tomato, the gentle onion, it all feels like home. When he finishes, he washes the plate and the pan. Slow, relaxed movements. No rushing. No stress. The warm water feels nice on his hands. He puts the plate back on the shelf and dries the pan with a soft cloth. Then he wipes the kitchen counter one more time. A soft wipe 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 sound. The counter becomes shiny again. Done, he says with a gentle smile. He walks back into the living room. The sky outside the window is now dark blue, the first color of night. A few early stars appear. One here, one there. Like small lights waking up. Leo turns off the soft music and switches on a warm lamp. The light fills the room like soft honey. He sits on the sofa again and holds a pillow close to his chest. Not because he is cold, but because it feels comforting. The house is calm. The day feels full. His mind feels quiet. Leo thinks about the morning. The chores. The cleaning. The organizing. The afternoon rest. The simple dinner. The whole day feels like a story made of small pieces, small chores, small breaths, small joys. He whispers, today was good. But something else is waiting. The last chore of the day, something many people forget about, something small but important. The night routine. Leo stands slowly and walks to the bathroom. The bathroom is clean from the morning work. It smells light and fresh. He brushes his teeth. Warm, slow, gentle brushing. He washes his face with cool water. He dries it with a soft towel. He looks at himself in the mirror. His eyes look relaxed. His face looks calm. He says, "Good night, Leo," with a small smile. Then he turns off the bathroom light and walks to his bedroom. The room welcomes him with its soft evening light and the tidy bed waiting like a soft cloud. He changes into comfortable clothes and sits on the bed for a moment. He looks around the room. Everything is in its place. Everything feels peaceful. He lies down slowly, pulls the blanket over himself, and lets his body sink into the soft mattress. He closes his eyes. The home is quiet. The night is soft. The world feels gentle. Leo whispers softly, almost like a secret, "Thank you, day. You are simple and beautiful." And with that, sleep begins to come to him slowly, peacefully, naturally. But our story is not finished. Because tomorrow morning always brings a new day, a new feeling, a new rhythm. Morning arrives quietly. Not loud. Not fast. Not bright. Just softly. Before Leo opens his eyes, he already feels the new day touching him. A soft light sits behind his eyelids, warm and gentle. The air in the room is cool. The blanket is soft on his body. The world is quiet, the kind of quiet that feels like a warm cup of milk. Leo slowly opens his eyes. At first, everything looks blurry, then slowly the bedroom comes into focus. The clean floor, the calm desk, the tidy closet, the morning light touching the curtains. He smiles softly. Yesterday's work, all the chores, all the cleaning now gives him a wonderful morning gift. Peace. He stretches his arms slowly, making a long soft sound like "ah." His body feels rested. His mind feels clear. He sits up and lets his feet touch the cool floor. "Good morning," he whispers to himself. He stands and walks to the window. He opens the curtains gently. The sunlight enters the room like a friendly guest. Not too strong. Not too bright. Just perfect. Outside, he sees people beginning their day. A cyclist passes by. A woman walks her dog. A child holds a school bag almost half the size of his body. Birds hop from branch to branch. Leo leans against the window and watches for a moment. The world looks peaceful, fresh, and new. He whispers, "A new day, a new start." He walks to the bathroom. The bathroom feels clean and bright, a result of yesterday's hard work. The sink is shiny. The mirror is clear. The air is fresh. Leo brushes his teeth slowly. He likes slow mornings. He likes giving each simple task a moment of attention. He washes his face with cool water. The water wakes him gently. He dries his face with the soft towel hanging neatly on the side. Then he looks at himself in the mirror and gives a small smile. "Let's have a calm day," he says softly. He walks to the kitchen. As he enters, he notices again how clean everything looks: the counters, the table, the floor. Everything feels light. He prepares a simple breakfast: 2 slices of bread, a small bowl of fruit, and warm tea. He cuts an apple into small pieces, enjoying the soft, crunchy sound with each slice. He sits at the table and eats slowly. Each bite feels gentle, warm, and peaceful. While eating, he thinks about his plan for the day. Work, yes. A phone call with a friend, maybe. Some reading, probably. But big chores? No, not today. Today is a day of enjoyment. A day of living in a clean space. A day of gentle energy. After breakfast, he washes the plate and cup. Just 2 small items. Easy. Quick. Calm. He places them on the rack to dry. He takes a moment to appreciate how simple it feels when things are already organized. When the home is clean, every task feels lighter. Like walking on soft sand instead of heavy mud. He wipes the counter with one quick movement. Easy, he says to himself with a smile. Then he decides to start his day slowly by making the bed. Even though the bed is not messy, he straightens the blanket, fluffs the pillows, and smooths the edges. He likes beginning the day with a simple action that says, "I am ready." After finishing, he stands back and looks at the room again. Clean. Calm. Comfortable. He says, "This feels nice." Then Leo decides to go outside for a short morning walk, something he loves doing on clean, fresh mornings like this. He puts on his shoes, grabs his phone, and steps out of the apartment. The hallway smells of morning laundry from a neighbor's home. The light from the windows looks soft on the walls. Leo walks downstairs and steps outside. And the morning air feels cool and sweet, like the whole world has just washed its face. He takes a deep breath. His chest fills with fresh air. His mind feels open. He begins walking slowly down the street. The sidewalk is quiet. The birds are chirping. The sun is just starting to warm the world. He sees a bakery nearby. A small one with a glass window showing warm, fresh bread. The smell floats out and touches him softly. Leo smiles. Maybe tomorrow, he says. But for now, he keeps walking. He passes by a small park. Children are playing. Two old men are sitting on a bench talking quietly. A woman is jogging slowly, her ponytail swinging softly with every step. Leo sits on a bench and watches the world move gently around him. A breeze touches his face. Leaves rustle. A distant dog barks. He feels calm. Deeply calm. Yesterday, chores cleaned his home. Today, a new morning cleans his heart. He closes his eyes and listens. And in the soft morning sound, he says something simple, something true. Clean home, clean mind. After a few minutes, Leo stands again and begins to walk back home. The world feels fresh. He feels fresh. Life feels soft and new. He enters his apartment and the calmness of the home welcomes him again. He takes off his shoes, places them neatly near the wall, and walks into the living room. He opens the window a little more to let the morning air enter. The curtains move softly. The plant shakes gently in the breeze. The sunlight dances on the floor. Leo sits on the sofa and thinks, what should I do next? Chores are done. The home is clean. The mind is calm. So he decides to do something simple, something that fills his heart. He takes his notebook from the shelf. The same notebook he found in the closet yesterday. The one with old goals. Old dreams. He opens it to a blank page. And with slow, careful writing, he writes, today I feel calm. Today I feel light. Today my home feels peaceful. Thank you yesterday. Thank you today. He closes the notebook and places it gently on the table. Then he stands and stretches again. The day has begun. The home is ready. Leo is ready. But something else is waiting. In the afternoon, Leo has a surprise visitor, and the story of chores becomes a story about friendship. That part of the day is coming soon. But for now, the morning continues softly. Quiet. Warm. Peaceful. The morning passes gently. Leo does a little work on his computer. He answers a few emails. He makes a small cup of tea. He waters his plant again, just a little, because the soil looks dry. He walks around the house, touching things softly, enjoying the calm space. He feels good. He feels light. He feels ready for anything. Then, around noon, his phone vibrates. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Leo picks it up and sees a message from someone he hasn't seen in a long time. It's from Maya, his friend from school. Her message is short. Hey Leo, I'm in your area today. Are you home? Can I visit for a little while? Leo looks at the message for a moment. A smile slowly grows on his face. He hasn't seen Maya for almost 2 years. Not because they didn't want to, but because life just moved too fast. She moved to another city. He got busy with work. Days turned to weeks. Weeks turned to months. Months turned to years. But now, suddenly, she is here. Leo replies, yes, of course. Come anytime. The door is open for you. He puts the phone down and looks around his home. And he feels something warm inside his chest, something like pride. Because 2 days ago, if someone asked to visit, he would have panicked. The home was messy. Clothes everywhere. Dust on the shelves. Sink full of dishes. Table full of papers. But now? Now the home is ready. Warm. Clean. Peaceful. Comfortable. He whispers, I'm glad I cleaned yesterday. He takes a quick look around the living room. The sofa pillows are soft and in place. The table is clear. The plant looks happy. The air smells fresh. Leo opens the window a little more, letting a soft afternoon breeze enter the room. He checks the hallway, the bathroom, the kitchen, everything looks nice. Then he prepares 2 cups for tea, ready for when Maya arrives. A few minutes later. Knock, knock, knock. 3 soft knocks on the door. Leo walks to the door. He feels a small excitement in his heart, the good kind. He opens the door gently. And there she is. Maya stands in the hallway with a big smile, hair a little messy from the wind, a light bag on her shoulder, and warm eyes full of friendliness. Leo, she says brightly. Maya, he answers, laughing a little. They hug, a warm, friendly hug that feels like coming home. It's been forever, she says. I know, he replies. It's good to see you. She steps inside and stops for a moment. Her eyes move around the living room slowly, and her smile becomes even bigger. Leo, your home looks beautiful. So clean. So cozy. So peaceful. Leo laughs softly, almost shy. Thank you. I worked on it yesterday. Maya nods. I can see that. I love it. It feels calm. Like the home is breathing. Leo feels proud. Not in a loud way. In a soft, warm way. He says, come. Sit. Make yourself comfortable. Maya walks to the sofa and sits. She runs her hand over the soft fabric. It feels so good here, she says. Sometimes I miss this, just sitting in a clean, calm space. Leo brings her a cup of warm tea. Here you go. Thank you, she says, taking the cup with both hands. They sit together, and the afternoon light fills the room like golden honey. The air is warm and friendly. The window is open, letting in the soft sound of wind and distant birds. For a moment, they don't talk. They just sit, relaxing, breathing, enjoying the calm. Then Maya laughs softly and says, do you remember our school days? Leo laughs too. Of course. How could I forget? They begin talking about the past, about old memories, teachers they liked, funny moments, embarrassing mistakes, dreams they had when they were younger. They talk and laugh like no time has passed. Then Maya says something unexpected. I've been feeling stressed lately. My apartment is a mess. My mind is tired. I feel lost. I came here today because I needed a calm place. A safe place. And I knew your home would feel like that. Leo looks at her with soft eyes. He understands. He says, I know that feeling. I felt the same yesterday. My home was messy, and my mind felt heavy. Cleaning helped me. It was like I cleaned my heart a little too. Maya nods, looking down at her cup. I want that too, she says quietly. A clean place. A quiet mind. Leo gives her a gentle smile. You'll get it. One small step at a time. Maya looks around again. Your home feels like a hug, she says softly. Leo laughs. Thank you. Yesterday it felt more like a headache. They both laugh warmly. Then Maya asks, can I help you with something? Anything? I want to do something with my hands. It makes me feel calmer. Leo thinks. The house is already clean. But there is one small thing, the 2 cups they are using will need washing later. He says gently, when we finish tea, you can help me wash the cups. Maya smiles. Deal. They continue talking slow, warm, simple conversation. The kind of conversation you only have with someone you trust. After a while, they finish their tea. Maya stands. Let me wash the cups, she says with a happy little smile. Okay, Leo says. They walk together to the kitchen. Maya turns on the tap and washes the cups slowly, enjoying the warm water. Leo stands beside her drying the cups with a soft towel. It's a simple moment. A very small chore. But it feels big. It feels meaningful. Because now, The chore is not just a chore. It is connection. It is friendship. It is healing. When they finish, Maya looks around the kitchen. She breathes deeply. "This feels good," she whispers. Leo nods. "It does." Maya turns to him and says something that fills the room with warmth. "I want to make my home feel like this too." Leo smiles. "You can. I know you can." And in that moment, something changes. The story of chores, simple, ordinary chores, becomes a story about helping, supporting, and learning together. And the afternoon, still warm and golden, continues with something unexpected. Maya wants help. She wants guidance. She wants to start her own clean and calm journey. Leo isn't sure how to help yet, but he knows he will. The afternoon light becomes softer, like warm butter slowly melting. Maya and Leo sit again in the living room, feeling calm after washing the cups together. The small chore somehow made the air feel even lighter. Their hands are clean. Their minds feel a little clearer. Maya takes a deep breath and looks around the room with wide, gentle eyes. "Leo," she says softly, "your home feels like a place where the heart can rest." Leo smiles. "Thank you. I didn't always feel like this. Yesterday was the first time it really felt peaceful." Maya nods slowly. "I want that too. I want to go home and feel calm. But every time I walk into my apartment, I feel tired." Leo listens carefully. He doesn't rush. He doesn't interrupt. Maya continues, "My clothes are everywhere. The dishes pile up. Papers cover my dining table. And I keep telling myself I'll clean tomorrow. But tomorrow comes, and I still don't do it." She laughs softly, but the laugh is sad. Leo nods. "I know that feeling. I lived like that too." Maya looks at him. "So what changed?" Leo looks down, thinking. His fingers touch the edge of the sofa. He says, "Yesterday I realized one thing. A home is like a friend. If you take care of it, it gives you peace. If you ignore it, it becomes heavy." Maya listens closely, her eyes soft. Leo continues, "And cleaning doesn't have to be big or scary. It can be small. One corner. One shelf. One simple step." Maya whispers, "One step at a time." Leo nods. "Yes, that's how I started yesterday. Just one small thing." Maya sits up slightly, her eyes shining with a new kind of hope. "Leo, can you help me start?" Leo blinks. "Help you? You want to clean today?" Maya laughs softly. No, not today. But I want to understand how to begin. How to not feel scared. How to make my home feel like yours, warm and peaceful." Leo feels a warm responsibility rising in his chest. He looks at her with kindness. "I can help you. I will help you." Maya smiles, relieved. A real smile this time, not the tired one she had earlier. She asks, "So, what is the first step?" Leo thinks for a moment. The room is quiet. The soft breeze moves the curtains gently. Then he says something simple. "The first step is to look at your home with new eyes." Maya tilts her head. "New eyes." Leo nods. "Yes. Not eyes that say, it's messy. Not eyes that say, I'm tired. But eyes that say, this is my home. I can make it better." Maya takes a slow breath. Leo continues, "And then, choose one small area. Not the whole room. Not the whole apartment. Just one tiny area that you can finish in 10 minutes. Maya listens closely, like she's hearing a secret. Leo says, "For me yesterday, it was the clothes pile. For you, maybe something small. A drawer. A desk corner. A chair." Maya nods slowly. "I can do that." Leo smiles. "Yes, you can." The room becomes quiet again. The afternoon sun touches Maya's face and makes her look peaceful. She says softly, almost like a whisper, "I didn't know cleaning could feel emotional." Leo laughs gently. "It is. Because it's not just cleaning a room. It's cleaning your inside too. Maya nods again, her eyes warm and thoughtful. I want that feeling, she says. That clear feeling you have today. Leo replies, you will have it. Not all at once, but little by little. Maya looks around the room again, taking in the calm colors, the open space, the soft light. Your home inspires me, she says. Leo feels shy again. Thank you. Then Maya asks something surprising. Will you come to my apartment tomorrow? Just for 1 hour. Just to help me choose where to start. Leo thinks for a moment. He looks at her hopeful face. He remembers how he felt yesterday, overwhelmed, stuck, heavy. And he knows she is feeling that now. So he gives her a warm, gentle nod. Yes, he says. Tomorrow. I'll help you. Maya smiles, a big, beautiful, relaxed smile. Thank you, Leo. Really. Thank you. She stands and stretches her arms. I feel lighter already. Leo laughs. You didn't clean anything yet. Maya laughs too. True. But your home cleaned my mind a little. Leo feels a warm, deep happiness inside. Not loud happiness. Soft happiness. They sit together a little longer, talking about small things, the weather, old jokes, funny memories. Maya's voice becomes brighter. Her eyes look alive again. Then she says, I should go now. I have a long bus ride home. Leo stands with her. Okay, let me walk you out. They walk to the door. Maya turns one last time and looks at the room, her eyes soft and full of peace. This place is special, she says. Leo smiles. It's just my home. Maya shakes her head gently. No, it's more than that. She gives him one last warm hug. See you tomorrow. Leo says, see you. She leaves, and the hallway becomes quiet again. The soft smell of her perfume stays in the air for a moment, then fades slowly. Leo closes the door, stands still, and listens to the quiet home. The living room feels warm. The kitchen feels calm. The whole home feels full not of things, but of peace. He whispers to himself, helping someone, feels good. He sits down on the sofa and looks at the empty teacups now drying in the kitchen. A small smile touches his lips. Tomorrow, he will help Maya. Tomorrow, he will return the kindness the world gave him. But for now, the afternoon continues softly, slowly, warmly. The next morning arrives with a quiet sky, soft light, a cool breeze, a slow, peaceful start. Leo wakes up feeling calm again. The clean room greets him gently. The bed feels warm. The air feels fresh. His mind feels light, like a small feather floating inside his chest. He stretches, sits up, and whispers, good morning, new day. He remembers the plan for today. Today, he is going to help Maya. It feels strange. Not difficult. Not scary. Just strange in a good way. Yesterday, he cleaned his own home. Today, he will help someone else begin the same journey. Leo stands, washes his face, brushes his teeth, and makes a simple breakfast, bread, fruit, and warm tea. He enjoys every bite slowly, quietly. Then he looks at the clock. It is almost time. He puts on a light jacket, takes his phone, and steps out of his peaceful home. The hallway echoes softly under his footsteps. He walks down the stairs and outside. The air feels fresh. The sky is bright but soft. The world is beginning its morning rhythm. People moving, cars starting, birds singing. Leo begins walking toward the bus stop. As he waits, he feels a small excitement. Not a nervous excitement. A warm one. Like he is doing something meaningful. Something good. The bus arrives. Leo steps inside. He sits near the window and watches the world slide by, trees, shops, small houses, people walking with morning energy. The bus moves smoothly, like a gentle boat on a calm river. After a short ride, he reaches Maya's neighborhood. It looks different from his older buildings, narrow streets, lots of plants in front of windows. Leo walks slowly, enjoying the new surroundings. Then he reaches her building. He steps inside, walks up the stairs, and stops at her door. Before he knocks, he takes a small breath. Knock, knock. The door opens almost immediately. Leo, Maya says, smiling brightly. Good morning, Leo says warmly. She steps aside and says, come in. Leo enters. And then he sees it. Maya's apartment. It is not dirty. No, but it is tired. Clothes on the sofa. Papers on the table. Shoes near the door in different directions. A few dishes in the sink. Blankets draped over a chair. Small items on every surface: keys, pens, notebooks, empty cups. It looks like a home where life happened too fast. A home that needs a soft restart. Maya watches Leo's face carefully. Don't worry, Leo says quickly, smiling kindly. It's okay. We all start somewhere. Maya lets out a breath, a long, soft breath she has been holding inside. Thank you, she says. Leo walks slowly around the living room. He doesn't judge anything. He doesn't rush. He just looks with calm, gentle eyes. Maya says, I didn't want to clean before you came. I wanted you to see it as it really is. Leo nods. Good. That's honest. And that's how we start? Maya smiles softly. Leo stands in the center of the room and says, okay. We're not cleaning everything today. Just one small thing. One easy place. Something simple. Something you can finish. Maya looks around, confused. But everything looks big. Leo smiles. Yes, but we will choose something small inside the big. He looks again. The sofa? No, too many items. The table? Maybe. The dresser? Not today. The corner shelf? Better. Then he sees it. A small side table near the sofa. A tiny area. A space the size of a pillow. He points to it and says, there. We start there. Maya looks at the table, a mug, a few papers, a pen, a small scarf, a hair clip. That? She asks. Leo nods. Yes. Small. Easy. You can finish in 10 minutes. Maya's shoulders drop a little in relief. She smiles. I can do that. Leo says softly, good. Let's begin. Maya walks to the small table. She picks up the mug, takes it to the kitchen sink. She gathers the papers, looks through them, throws a few away, keeps a few. She folds the scarf. She places the hair clip in a drawer. She wipes the table. Slowly, quietly, calmly. Leo watches her with a gentle smile. In less than 10 minutes, the table is clear. Clean. Open. Maya steps back and looks at it. Her eyes widen. Her voice softens. Wow, she whispers. It looks different. Leo nods, smiling. Yes. And you did it. Maya smiles too, a proud, almost surprised smile. I didn't think something so small could change the feeling of the room. Leo says, small steps make big feelings. Maya touches the table with her fingertips, like she can feel the calm inside the clean surface. She turns to Leo and says, let's do one more small place. Leo shakes his head gently. No. Today, just one. Maya tilts her head. Why? Leo says softly, because if you do too much today, you will feel tired tomorrow. And you won't continue. Maya thinks, then nods slowly. You're right. Leo smiles. Cleaning is not a race. It's a friendship between you and your home. Maya laughs softly. A friendship. Leo nods again. Yes. They sit on the sofa, the one still a little messy, but now next to a clean, calm table. The room already feels lighter. Not because everything is clean, but because something is clean. Something small. Something simple. Something possible. Maya whispers, thank you, Leo. I needed this. Leo replies softly, "You're doing the work. I'm just guiding." Maya shakes her head gently. "No, your words help. Your calm helps." Leo looks down, shy. "Thank you," he says quietly. They sit in silence for a moment, looking at the little clean table like it's a small miracle. Then Leo stands and says, "Okay, let's make a plan for you." Maya's eyes brighten. "A plan?" Leo nods. "Yes, a simple one. One tiny area every day. 10 minutes. No more." Maya smiles. "I like that." Leo continues, "Today is the table. Tomorrow choose another small area. The day after, another. Slowly, your home will change." Maya's voice becomes soft and hopeful. "Slowly. I will change too." Leo smiles warmly. "Exactly. The room feels different now, still messy, but lighter. Softer. Calmer. Because now, Maya believes change is possible. She has a plan. She has hope. She has the first small victory. And Leo feels happy, not for himself, but for her. He helped a friend start a new journey. A calm journey. A gentle journey. A journey of small steps and big changes. After finishing the small side table, Leo and Maya sit on the sofa for a few minutes. The sunlight from the window pours in like soft gold. The apartment feels warmer now, though it is not fully clean. But something has changed. Maya looks at Leo with a gentle smile. "It feels good. Just this little table." "I can't believe it." Leo nods. "It's amazing what one small thing can do." Your room feels lighter. Your mind feels lighter. Maya touches the now clean table. She smiles again. It feels like the room is breathing. Leo laughs softly. "Yes, that's exactly it." Maya looks around the room. The sofa is still messy. Papers are still on the floor. A few clothes are still on a chair. A cup still sits on the windowsill. But she doesn't feel tired or stressed. She feels calm. Leo notices her change. He says, "See? You already feel different. One small step makes a big feeling." Maya nods slowly. "I didn't know cleaning could feel like this." Leo smiles. "It's not just cleaning. It's noticing. It's caring. It's gentle attention." Maya tilts her head, thinking. Gentle attention. I like that. Leo continues, "Every corner you clean, every small task you finish, it's like giving a hug to your home. And your home gives one back." Maya laughs softly. "A hug from my home." "Yes," Leo says. "It's simple. It's small. But it matters." For a few minutes, they sit quietly. No talking. Just listening to the calm apartment. The soft sunlight. The gentle sound of the wind moving the curtains. The faint noise of the city outside. Then Maya says, "I think I can do this." Slowly. Step by step. One small area at a time. Leo smiles warmly. "Exactly. That's the plan. Tiny steps every day. Not fast. Not big. Just steady." Maya nods, feeling hope inside her chest. "I will try. I really will." Leo stands and stretches. "Good. You have your first small victory today. The side table. That's a start." Maya laughs softly. "I feel proud. Really proud." Leo says, "You should be. You did it. You started." Maya looks around the room again. She notices things she didn't before, the small plant on the windowsill, the soft pillow on the sofa, the gentle sunlight on the floor. Things she saw every day, but now feel different. Leo notices her smile. He feels a soft happiness, quiet, warm, not loud. The kind that fills the heart. Then Maya asks Leo, "Do you think I can keep doing this? Every day?" Leo looks at her with calm eyes. "Yes. If you do one small thing every day, it will grow. Slowly. Naturally. You will see the difference in a week, a month, and then it will feel normal. And you will feel calm. peaceful, happy. Maya whispers, I can feel it already. Just a little. Leo nods. Exactly. Just a little. They both sit quietly again. The room is still messy in places, but the feeling has changed. The energy has changed. Maya's mind feels lighter. Her heart feels lighter. She turns to Leo and says softly, thank you. You helped me start. That's more than I expected. Leo smiles. You did the work. I just guided. But it's okay. I'm happy to guide. Maya laughs softly, feeling comforted. I think I needed this more than I realized. Leo nods. Sometimes, we don't know what we need until we start. They sit together for a few more minutes, enjoying the calm. The soft sunlight, the gentle air, the small sense of victory. And Leo thinks quietly to himself, helping someone start, this is better than cleaning my own home. Maya stands slowly. I should go now. I'll continue tomorrow. Leo nods. Yes. One small step tomorrow. That's enough. Maya smiles and hugs him lightly. See you tomorrow. See you, Leo replies. As Maya leaves, the apartment feels empty in a soft way. Not lonely. Just calm. Peaceful. Full of possibilities. Leo walks to the sofa, sits, and takes a deep breath. He looks at the small side table, neat, clean, calm. And he whispers, small steps, big changes. He feels proud. He feels calm. He feels ready for anything. The day continues. The sunlight moves across the floor. The city hums outside. But inside, everything is soft. Everything is gentle. Everything is possible. Leo thinks about the next day. About Maya. About helping her again. And a smile forms on his lips. Slow. Warm. Quiet. Tomorrow will come. And with it, more small victories. More calm. More peace. More life. The sun slowly moves down behind the buildings outside. The light changes from gold to soft orange. Shadows stretch across the room. The apartment feels quiet. Calm. Warm. Leo sits on the sofa, looking at the small side table. The first area he helped Maya clean. The table feels like a small victory. Not big. Not loud. But meaningful. He thinks about the day. About Maya. About the morning and afternoon. About the small things that make life better. Leo whispers to himself, cleaning isn't just about the house, it's about the heart. He walks slowly around his apartment. Everything feels soft. The floors are clean. The kitchen is tidy. The sofa cushions are in place. The light on the walls feels gentle. He sits by the window and opens it slightly. A soft evening breeze enters. He breathes in. Slowly. Deeply. He thinks about Maya again. How nervous she was this morning. How happy she felt after cleaning just one small table. How hope returned to her eyes. Leo smiles softly. One small step can change a day. One small step can change a mind. He closes his eyes and remembers yesterday's chores. The tiredness he felt while cleaning. The satisfaction after finishing. The calm he feels now. He realizes something. Cleaning isn't just a task. It is meditation. A quiet act. A simple way to care for life. He sits quietly for a while, listening to the soft sounds outside, a distant dog barking, footsteps on the street, a soft car passing by. The city continues its rhythm. But inside, there is calm. Leo thinks about tomorrow. He will go to Maya's apartment again. He will help her take another small step. Another table or a small drawer or a corner of her room. He feels happy. Not because he is helping, but because he sees a friend begin something new. Something meaningful. Something that will grow slowly day by day. He whispers to himself again, change is not fast. Change is small. But it lasts. He walks to the kitchen and prepares a cup of tea for himself. He drinks slowly, enjoys the warmth. feels the calm spread in his chest. He sits again on the sofa. The light outside fades gently. The city noise becomes soft. The room feels cozy. Leo thinks about what he learned today. About chores. About calm. About small victories. About helping a friend. He smiles softly. And he knows, tomorrow, he will start again. Small steps. Gentle actions. Careful attention. Patience. The evening continues. Slow. Warm. Peaceful. Leo leans back and closes his eyes. He whispers one last thought for the day: clean home, calm mind. One small step at a time. That is enough. The room is quiet now. The sun is gone. The apartment glows with soft light from the lamp. The world outside continues. But inside, there is calm. There is peace. There is hope. And Leo knows, life is made of small steps. Small victories. Gentle actions. He smiles. Leo sits on the sofa, sipping the last of his tea. The room is soft with light from the small lamp. Shadows move gently on the walls. The apartment smells clean and calm. Everything feels gentle. Everything feels soft. He thinks about the last 2 days. The chores he did alone. The small victory of finishing his own home. The calm he felt afterward. The soft morning walk. The sunlight on the floor. Then he thinks about Maya. How nervous she was this morning. How she took her first small step. How her eyes shone when the table was clean. How slowly, gently, hope returned to her heart. Leo smiles. It is amazing, he whispers, how small things can make such big changes. He realizes something very simple. Cleaning is not just about the home. It is about life. It is about patience. It is about caring. Caring for the home. Caring for the self. Caring for others. He remembers the small lessons from the past 2 days. 1. Start small. Don't try to do everything at once. 1 corner, 1 drawer, 1 table, that is enough. 2. Be gentle with yourself. Don't rush. Don't judge. Just take small steps. 3. Notice the change. Even a tiny clean space changes the feeling in the room and in your mind. 4. Share the calm. Helping someone else begins with simple guidance. You don't have to do everything for them. Just show the first small step. Leo takes a slow breath. He feels proud, not in a loud way, but softly, warmly. He smiles at the quiet room. He thinks about tomorrow. Another small step with Maya. Another small victory for her. Another lesson for him. Another moment of calm. And then he reflects on the most important truth. Life is made of small steps. Small, careful, gentle steps. Each one matters. Each one adds up. Slowly, day by day, change comes. Peace comes. Happiness comes. Leo whispers one last thought for the day: clean home, calm mind. Small steps, big changes. Patience, care, and gentle actions are enough. He stands slowly, stretches, and looks around his apartment one last time before bed. Every corner is soft, every surface feels light, every small item is in its place. Not because everything is perfect, but because every small action he took brought peace. He walks to his bedroom. The bed is soft, warm, inviting. He lies down slowly. He closes his eyes. The night is quiet. The air is calm. The mind is calm. The heart is calm. And Leo knows tomorrow will be another day. Another day to take small steps, to share calm, to grow gently. The apartment, the city, the sunlight, the small victories, all are part of life's rhythm. Leo drifts into sleep. Softly. Slowly. Peacefully. And the story ends with a simple truth. Every small action matters. Every small step creates change. Every day is an opportunity to make life calmer, lighter, and more joyful. Thank you for joining me today on Super English Talks. Remember, Small steps lead to big changes, and even simple daily chores can teach us calm, focus, and care. Practice speaking these words, notice your surroundings, and enjoy every little victory. Keep listening, keep speaking, and see how English and life can feel gentle, clear, and full of possibility. Until next time, take care and keep going, one small step at a time.